Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Papa Tom, and in today's video, I am going to show you on eBay. I've picked four recent items, four items that I've picked up while I've been going to my weekend estate sales, which I like to do. And I want to show you what I've sold them for, what it looks like on eBay, and how much I sold them for, and how much I bought them for. So, you know, for those of you, I know I keep saying I'm going to do it, so today I'm going to do it. So maybe some of you guys are looking for an extra way to make a couple bucks. Because let's face it, unless you're rich, you know, a few extra bucks here and there helps out. It really does. I've got 3 kids and they're all young, and, you know, they're not going to get any cheaper. You know, the bigger they get, the more they eat, the more clothes they need. You know, then there's school, there's college, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so I do this on the weekends. I go out to estate sales and I like to buy and resell some things. So some people call it picking. So if you've ever, one of my favorite TV shows to watch, and I think it's on A&E in America, maybe you can see it overseas, but it's called American Pickers. And it's these 2 guys that are professionals, and they just drive around the country and they stop at people's homes, or they get leads and they go visit people that, you know, have barns or warehouses or garages full of old stuff, and they just want to downsize and get rid of some of that stuff. And they go through it and they find the things that they can resell, you know, for money. And that's the whole premise, is finding something, paying a low price for it, and then being able to resell it to somebody out there in the world that wants to pay you a higher price for it. That's the American way. That's how you make money. That's how stores do it. They buy things cheap, they mark them up and resell them, and you and I go through and buy them, and they make profits and we get new items. So that's what I like to do. It's fun. It's like treasure hunting. It satisfies that need, you know, for those of you that like to go to garage sales. It's the same sort of thing. You like to go and find cool things you didn't know you needed, or you like to find things that you can resell, or find things for yourself. So I'm going to try to figure out how to I'm learning as I go with editing and splicing my videos. So I'll see if I can figure out how to tie the video from my computer onto the video that I'm making on the phone, but we'll get it up, guys. So today, my Bisaya word of the day. Okay, this is brought to you by one of my followers, a subscriber named Joseph D. So thank you, Joseph D, for commenting in this suggestion. So it's a great one. I'm going to put this into my vocabulary for today. So follow me and learn one Bisaya word each day, and before you know it, in a week you've got 7 words or phrases. You know, then over time you'll start to be able to understand different words and hopefully become a fluent speaker of the Bisaya dialect of Filipino, like me. So today's word is, you know, he said this is if you're, you know, parting ways with a friend. You know, if I'm leaving my friends, I say later, but in Bisaya you will say amping. If I didn't pronounce that right, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Or if I did pronounce that right, let me know in the comments down below. So anyway, guys, amping. See, I have to figure out where to enunciate in the word. So is it amping? Is it amping? Is it amping? So I got to work on that aspect of it. So I can learn the word. It's just how to say it with the right enunciation at the right point of each word. So yeah, so thanks again, Joseph D. I'm going to put a picture of him up here. And yeah, guys, so yesterday was the NFL draft. My Dallas Cowboys, our Dallas Cowboys, you are all welcome to be on the team of Dallas Cowboy fans with me. We selected a linebacker with the 12th pick. We actually had the 10th pick, and the 2 cornerbacks that I think we wanted to take were drafted ahead of us. And the tight end from Florida, Kyle Pitts, was drafted way early. So I think those were the 3 players. We would have drafted one of them at 10, but because they were all 3 gone, the Cowboys traded their 10th pick to the dirty, lowly Philadelphia Eagles. Ew, we don't like the Eagles. Sorry, Omar. But so they gave the Eagles their 10th pick, who then selected the Heisman Trophy winning wide receiver out of, I think, Alabama. Yeah. Devon, I forget his name. So they got a great wide receiver, so I'm kind of pissed about that. But so the Cowboys moved down 2 slots, and we selected a linebacker. We needed defense. Our defense sucked last year, so we needed defense, be able to stop the run. So we got a great linebacker from Penn State. because we just lost a great linebacker from Penn State, Sean Lee. God, I love Sean Lee. He was a great dude. He just retired. He's had some health issues, concussions. His body was wearing down. So hopefully we've got a great young linebacker. But in return for going down 2 spots and still getting the player that we wanted, that we would have taken at 10, it saves money because you don't have to pay him quite as much. And the Eagles gave us a 3rd round pick as well. So now we have an extra pick today. I think today's the 3rd round. So we have an extra pick. So hopefully we can get like an offensive lineman or a cornerback or a safety that's out there. So got my fingers crossed. Come on, Jerry, don't let me down, man. Don't let me down. Let's get some good players, some playmakers. So anyway, guys, that's all for right now. We'll talk soon. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Papa Tom, and today I want to show you guys some of the things that I've found at some of the estate sales I've gone to, and what I've sold them for on eBay, so you can kind of get an idea of some of the things I look for and what I pay for them, and you know what I've been able to sell them for, so you can kind of see what kind of money you can get for these, so that you can do this too if you're interested, and if you enjoy going out and you know, finding things and making a little bit of extra money. It's about 5:45 in the morning. It's Friday. I usually wake up a couple hours before I go to work because this is the only quiet free time I have to do some things at the house with everybody else being asleep. So okay guys, so here's my main eBay page just to kind of give you an idea. I do this just part-time, just on the weekends, usually Saturday or Sunday. I'll go to some estate sales and find some things, and then throughout the week while I'm at work, I'll list them on eBay, you know, 4 or 5 things every morning, and then as they sell, I ship them off to the people that bought them. But here's just doing this part-time, you know, just as a hobby. In the last month, I've made a little under $3,000. So to give you an idea of, you know, what you could kind of expect if you did this too, just in a part-time role, you know, if you did the things I do, this might be a simple guide that you can go by. You know, in the last 90 days, I've sold a little over $8,000 worth of items. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad for a little bit extra money coming in, right? And it's fun to do. So anyways, real quick, let me show you some of the things. So the first thing that I want to show you that I bought at an estate sale, this was from an estate sale where the owner was a single man, older guy, passed away. Don't know the details, but anyways, I went to the closet. He had a lot of nice stuff in his condo, but the closet was very well organized. It was a nice walk-in closet, and he had some nice clothes. So I think I bought like 30 or 40 of his shirts. I paid like $1 a piece for them. But this particular one was a vintage, and I do a little bit of research on them. It was a vintage 2001 blue leather long sleeve button down shirt. So it was a really cool, unique shirt. Ended up selling it for, I had a sale in my store, so I listed it for like $55, and I ended up selling it for almost $44. So, you know, pay $1, sold it for $44. And the person that bought it paid me also $44, plus he paid $9 for me to ship it to him. So I didn't have to pay for shipping. He paid for the shipping as well. So that's a nice little, you know, it's like finding 2 $20 bills. Go in, say, oh, 2 $20 bills. Let me put that in my pocket. So you just have to go find the money and bring it home, and then take a few pictures and sell it. Someone that bought this lived in New York City, and you know, they were very happy with it. So it's a, you know, I have a little mannequin that I put my clothes on and take pictures of, as well as my little photo shoot table. Wasn't in perfect condition, but it was you know, it was a very nice find. I like clothes, guys, because clothes are, you know, there's always clothes, lots of clothes, and believe it or not, used clothes, if you find the right brands and the right styles and the right materials, can actually sell for pretty good money, because they cost a lot more when they're brand new in the store, and people know that. So, you know, if people want a specific brand of clothes, and, you know, they know if they go to, I'll just give you an example, Lululemon. Okay, if you go to the Lululemon store, you're probably going to be paying $100, you know, for a pair of tights or a little tank top or something. So if they can find something that looks just about new, and they can find it for $20 or $30 or $40, they can buy like 3 things for the price of one. So that's, people are a little bit frugal, and that's great because it helps us sell things. So another thing I sold, I actually found 2 pairs of pants. I was at another estate sale. This was a doctor who passed away, but in his closet he had 2 pairs of these Ralph Lauren pants, men's pants, that were still in the package and still had the tags on them. So when you find clothes that still have the tags on them, you can actually sell them for even more money because they've never been worn. So technically they're still brand new. Someone bought them, brought them home, and then never actually cut the tags off, cleaned them, and wore them. So this pair of pants I listed for 45 bucks. I think I sold it for 30. I sold it for $36, and he paid $8 for shipping. So again, a pretty easy return on your investment when you find some of the right brands, and it still had the tags on it. You can see they were $140 new, so I sold them for $36. That's a pretty good deal if you went to the store and you had to pay 140 bucks for it. So I still have one more pair of pants to sell here, but I found quite a few things at this person's estate sale. He had a lot of hunting equipment. I actually found a box full of ammunition, so I've got a whole box of shotgun shells. And right now in America, ammunition's really expensive. So when I can find a box of ammunition for $1, score. Let's see. This was from a different estate sale. So this was a woman's dress, and I kind of specialize in women's clothes, so I'm very familiar with women's brands and what brands are high-end brands, what brands are low-end brands, and what brands are the bread and butter brands. So this brand is you don't see it a lot, but it's called Peruvian Connection. It's a very nice quality. It was a very pretty dress. It was a floral design. But again, I go through clothes and I look at the label. I don't look at the clothes, the pattern, things like that. I go through the closets and I look specifically for the labels to see what the brand is. If it's a Walmart or Target brand, I just keep on looking. If it's Old Navy, I just keep on looking. If it's there's hundreds of just brands that just aren't very expensive. I just keep looking through it until I find the brands that, I've probably got like 200 brands in my head that when I see those brands, then I look at the item and what it is and what the condition is, and then I'll probably grab it if it's in good condition. I try to only buy things that, if it's got stains on it, I don't waste my time. If it's got holes, I don't waste my time. If it looks like it's been worn hard, I don't waste my time. So I like to find things that look in really good condition, almost new. It sells much easier and people don't return them. So that's kind of what I do. I'm pretty selective when it comes to the clothes, but Peruvian Connection's a very good brand. You don't find it a lot out there, but it's people that know Peruvian Connection, the ladies that buy this clothes, they know that it's a good brand. I sold this for 42 bucks, and she paid $9 for shipping. So that's 3 clothing items, guys, that were like close to 40 bucks a piece. So it's like you pay $1 and you get 40 bucks back in return. So 40, 80, that's 120 bucks back for a $3 investment. And then multiply that by, 200 a week, you can kind of see that you can actually make some pretty good money and you don't have to do a lot of work for it. The last thing I'm going to show you is this was also from that doctor that I showed you the pants from, with the hunting equipment and the ammunition. This was in a box that I bought that had some different things hunting related, had duck calls and turkey calls and things like that, but it had some fishing reels. And so I know that fishing reels can bring some pretty good money as well. So this particular fishing reel was in very good condition. It didn't really look like it had been used, to be honest. It was still shiny and chrome and all that good stuff. But I sold this for, I think like in the first week I listed it. So someone from Tokyo, Japan bought this from me. So he paid me $111 for it. He paid $13 for me to ship it priority mail. And eBay has a program where if it's an international sale, you ship it to eBay at an airport location they have. So you only pay for the shipping to the eBay facility at the airport, and then they charge the buyer the overseas portion of the shipping. So I think this guy ended up paying another $45 to have this shipped from America to Japan. So he really wanted it. But again, I didn't pay more than $1 for it. So it's like, selling it for $111. So, fishing reels, fishing lures, especially the older ones. When you go to these garages of people that are older, people keep tackle boxes full of fishing equipment. They keep them passed down from their father owned it, or something. But you find some old ones, they can be really valuable, guys, really valuable. So people don't think, you don't think about that. You're like, really? Oh yeah, some good money out there in the garage. But anyways, there you go, guys. So there's 4 things, just as 4 quick examples, and I'll start showing you some more things. Especially clothes. I like clothes, again, because it's, as you can see behind me, it's easy to store. It doesn't break. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's not very heavy. I can store it in boxes and bins, and it's light enough that if it weighs 1 pound or less, you can ship it first class in America. So that's usually no more than $5 or $6 shipping costs. So I don't have to store. I don't have to keep a lot of boxes. Like if I sold glasses in China and things like that, and then wrapping it and worrying about it breaking. So clothes never break when they're shipping. So that's the great thing. Anyway, guys, hope this helps someone out there. I'll show you some more things and start giving you some tips on how I use eBay and how I find the estate sales and things that I go to. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.